Hi, what's up, everyone? What is going down? Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, it is January 6th, 2022. What the heck is going on with these markets? Oh my God, guys. Did you guys get the call? Did you guys get the call? I hope you guys got in because we call this to a T. To a T. All right, so again, we had a lot to cover today, a lot of news, because a lot of people think this is over. It's not. It's only the beginning, guys. And I'm glad you guys are tuning in because we got to protect ourselves and you got to make sure what the heck is going on. So again, let's see what's going down. So right off the bat, sorry, I got late. Just trying to figure things out. And there was a lot of news that I had to dissect. So let's get to it. Welcome. And by the way, this is the Morning Brew Beyond Charts, and my name is Angel. Let's get to it. So if you haven't done it yet, do me a favor, press that like, subscribe, and if you made money yesterday, definitely, give me let me know, tell me what's up, and that you did. All right, good morning. I love that. All right, let's get going. So right now off the back, unbalanced. We got the futures up slightly, 46.93.75. Today, we're going to expect a little bit of a bounce, and I'm going to get to it, but it's not done yet. So we need 47.43, 47.50 to get it better. And that tells me that, possibly that, this is a fluke. I don't think it's a fluke, guys. I don't think it's a fluke because yesterday in the Fed minutes, it was revealed, guys, right off the bat, the market was expecting 3 rate hikes this year. They said 4 rate hikes. Okay, so what does that mean? The market did not anticipate that, and we went lower, about 100 points lower. We got the nudge. We got the nudge. If you were in puts, you did well. I got so many texts. People's accounts went from a $1,000 investment to $50,000 to $3,000 to $6,000. That's amazing. They scored big, all because they tuned into this show following the principles that we were at the key levels, and they locked in some major gains. So high five to everyone who did that. Amazing. All right, so what are we looking at here? So let's get to it. The Fed meeting. So this market is not going to stop, guys. There's only way it's going to stop as far as going down. 2 things. So remember, tomorrow morning, we have the job reports going down. Why is that important? Well, it's going to state whether the economy is getting better. Remember, people are not going back to work. So tomorrow morning, we have the 8:30 number. We have the non-farm payroll numbers. So I'm going to show you where that is. I have my Twitter account. Again, in my Twitter account, I really don't post plays. I just use it to let everybody know what to expect for the week ahead. So in here, I just have it, and I posted it in here. Where was it? John Farber. And this will come out on Sunday. So right here, this is the economic calendar. You should be aware of this, whether you trade crypto, whether you trade whatever you trade, you should be aware of this because yesterday, this was the FOMC minute meetings. These guys are in charge of your money. The money that's in your bank, these guys are in charge of that. If you like your money, you should be paying attention to these guys, all right? So this is the meeting. The meeting occurred 2 weeks ago. And the market reacted positively because Powell came on and did his song and dance, and people like that. All right. But the actual minutes of the meetings came out yesterday, and it was translated to the public, and they saw 4 rate hikes, guys. 4. Okay, so we weren't anticipated that. And pretty much the body language, if you read through the minutes, the body language of the Fed was basically, oh, shock, we effed up. We need, inflation has gotten out of control, and they need to move more, and the market saw through that. And it's everything we've been talking about, right? It's the reason why the crypto community is talking about. The only problem with the crypto guys, obviously, and I'm going to get to it, guys. I'm going to show you crypto, BTC, ET is not an inflationary. Obviously, it's not because the market went down, and if it was inflation, it should be up. Okay, so that's cool. We like it, but it's not that. So that debate is over. Don't debate that anymore. Okay, it's other things, but it's not that. And we're gonna get to it. I'm just gonna show you what to expect. Now on Friday, we got change in non-farm payroll. So that's pretty much the payroll. Are they coming out? It's coming out 8:30. We're expecting about 450, 500,000. If it's over, if jobs are over that. And that's good. People are going back to work. The problem with that is that now that's going to signal to the Fed that maybe they should taper faster. Remember, they've been holding this market up, and maybe they should raise interest rates faster. Like, they know they need to do something this year, not next year, not 2024. Don't worry about the talking heads. This is the posture, guys. This is reminiscent to me of 2001. I'm not scared of it. We're going to take advantage of that. And if you were with me, you took advantage of it yesterday. You did. Don't be scared of this market. This is a great market. We love volatility. Now, here's the thing. If the payrolls come down lower, below 500, okay, we might pop, but we're not going to pop. Be careful of what's called the dead cat bounce. And I'm going to show you that. Those are falsehoods, which basically everything's going to go up and then it crashes back down. And we're going to take advantage of that as well. So again, tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning, watch that. And, you know, that's the number to watch. Like this FOMC meetings. And guys, yesterday I was just waiting for the 2 p.m. hour. So I was on TikTok playing around, and I saw all these guys that are claimed to be gurus on TikTok. They had no idea how significant was this meeting at 2 o'clock. So be careful who you follow, you watch. Even me, obviously, I'm just sharing this with you because I want everybody to succeed. But again, this move was huge yesterday, huge. All right, so let's get to it because we want to get to it. So I'm going to go to right here. All right, so overall, we're going to get to the XPX, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. You have to follow these things, and we watch these things for a reason. And these are the daily plays, so there's no day trading here. This is just where are we exactly, right? So if you're a mutual fund holder, you're a long-term investor, you want to know what part of the where are we exactly, right? So clearly, this is a huge candlestick. I told you all week long that, you know, this 48.08 was a huge level. I said 47.43. We broke out on weak volume, and that broke down, and we went down to 4,700. Now, the key question, is a sell-off over? I don't think it is. I think we're probably going to reach down to that 50-day moving average, is right around 46.70. Remember, this can creep up, and look at the MACDs. Now, this can go up, and this would be a false. I don't think it's going to have enough weight to go up, and maybe we can bounce off that 50, but watch that 50. That 50 is going to tell all. Now, here's the deal with the XPX. We know that the Fed has been holding this market up. They've been holding this market up. Okay, that they've been buying. So this is the only reason why this market is up. Now, with that being said, we got to watch it, right? That we got to watch that 50-day moving average. We know they need to do something. We know definitely they need to do something. And if they raise interest rates, which it looks like they are, that's what they said they're going to do. It's like they're stuck between a hard place and a rock. So, or a rock and a hard place. So again, so if this drops, and this, we're going to watch it at that level. Everyone's watching it right here, right now. The talking heads on TV are trying to minimize this, and they're saying, no, guys, we've been calling this. Now, if it breaks 50, it's probably going to go down to this level right here, where this is a demand area where it was being bought, right around 45.50. So watch it. Now, here's the deal. This is only a 100-point drop. It's not a really big deal, right? It's not a big deal. It's only a 100-point drop. But you're going to have to pay attention here, guys. All right, now the NASDAQ, as I told you, you know, we watched the 10-year note, and I'm going to get to it. The 10-year note is up. It's not good for tech or any startups. It's not good for it. That means money's becoming more expensive, and it's going down. Obviously, we called this. It broke down, and it's weak here. Now, if these two lines, the MACDs, if these start breaking below zero, we're heading lower, guys. We're heading lower. So now, the key question, and this is what I mean about a dead cat bounce. If we drop, there's going to be a pop. And then are they going to sell into the pop? That's what funds do. Remember, if they have millions and millions and millions and millions of shares and they're trying to unload, they can't unload all of that in one day. It'll tank the market. But what will they do? As it pops, they'll sell into the pops. Don't get caught up. And then I see a lot of newbies, a lot of amateur traders. They say, oh yeah, it's going to go back up. And it goes back up and it just drops again. So that's the dead cat bounce. If you've been following me, you know that we broke here, especially when you see that after a huge swing, that is a potential. And this is one here that happened. Didn't happen right at the 50. It dragged gap down, went up, and then drop down. So this is possibly what's going to happen here. Just be frothy. Now the Russell was right there. I told you couldn't break above the 50, broke the 200 and went down. This is probably going to head to lower to 2140 at some moment of time. All right, so let's get to it. Let's watch the VIX. Now the VIX, if you're new, is a measurement of fear that's entering into the marketplace, right? So we measure this, and this is the VIX, and basically what we look at now, I look at the hourlies, and I measure this because this is you got to watch it. When the market was going up, and if I go back, look at the fear that existed prior to last week, the Christmas week, right? That volatility, the market went up, robust, but nobody was really there. So again, is fear entering into the marketplace right now? Absolutely. Look, I told you key levels yesterday to watch, 1782 and 1861. The minute you got alerted to those being broken, you saw the XPX tanking, and that was an amazing opportunity to get into some puts, and you would have done extremely, extremely well. But don't worry, it's not done yet. So right now, the way I'm looking at this, fear is still in existence. It hasn't dissipated yet. So how do we know if things are going to be okay? If you start noticing, if we start breaking below 1865, remember 18 is a sweet spot for us to go higher. If we don't hit 18, there's going to be a lot of volatility. There's going to be a lot more fear. And basically what I mean by fear, people are buying puts or insurance for the downside, and they're just protecting themselves in case we go lower. They're going to make money on the put side. So it just tells me that the more call to put ratio, people are buying more puts, more insurance, and that's what it's telling me. So let's just put it this way. If you think a car accident is about to happen, then you see people are going to buy more insurance because of the potential of that happening, and they want to be protected. Now, if you don't think, an accident is about to happen, which people didn't think, so they buy less insurance, right? But think about this, and I'm going to go back here. So people didn't expect. Let's go back here. So right here, if they didn't expect, car accident to happen, they buy no insurance. But then something happened this week, they expected a car accident to happen, so they buy insurance. And again, you're protected. So right now, we are back to these levels, and we're creeping higher. Again, I don't know what's going to happen just based on the information. Again, that's my opinion. And as you know me, I look at price action because everyone has an opinion, right? But price action doesn't lie, especially those fools on TV. They have tons of opinions. Now, 1942. Watch that because we could go higher. Key level to watch, and I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm going to put the alert here as 20.79. So if we start going higher, that means that we're probably going to start tanking. Now, the Treasury note, this is what I was talking to you about. This is the 10-year note, right? And we are at 172. The key level to watch here was 1.7. So again, last year, Q1 2021, this started creeping higher. It caught the market off guard, and tech tanked. For all of Q1 of 2021, it tanked. That's why tech is tanking. So again, if you watch Google, if you watch the high flyers, I mean, I'm going to get into that right now. Watch the high flyer. Watch the ones that listen to the earnings call. And I've been kind of giving you bits and pieces here of what to expect on those earnings calls. Listen to the CEOs, what they're saying about their company. And again, Adobe came out and they said, recently, during Black Friday, which was dismal, guys. Yeah, the malls were packed, but it was dismal. Like the Black Friday is make it or break it for retailers, and the numbers weren't there. Meaning retailers, they make their money that week. They didn't get it, and we had supply chain issues. And guess what? There's a lot. Most of the stuff comes from China, and there's supply chain issues. Guess what's coming up pretty soon? If you're Chinese, you should know. It's Chinese New Year. Right? So are people going to be working during that time? No, they're not. So that's going to put more strain on supply chains, right? So again, and what's coming upon us? Well, it's earnings season for the retailers. What do you think they're going to say? That how well they did this last quarter. And based on the information I'm giving you right now, there's no secret. You go to the supermarket, it's costing you more. You get gas, it's costing you more. So your purchasing power is being diminished, and it's going to be diminished even more. Now, again, there's multiple ways of hedging that, and this is not the podcast or the show for that. I'm just trying to show you what's before us, and you really think that the market is going to go higher? I don't think so, and I think this is just about to get started. It reminds me of 2001. And a lot of new traders have not experienced that whatsoever, but I think that is before us right now, or in front of us. All right, so real simple. Okay, so let's dive into it. So this is the XPX. We're looking at the hourlies. We're looking at the 50-minute time frame. We're looking at this is usually 1 minute, 3 minutes. I was in some trades, so I needed to manage my position. But again, yesterday, what are we looking at here? So we tanked. And if you're watching me, it's really simple. We're using the 50-day moving average, real simple. And we use the MACDs, and this is a momentum trading system. It's pretty much saying, hey, which way is the wind blowing? Or if you're surfing, which way is the surf going, right? It can go up, it can go down. But clearly, as you can see, this is the hourlies. We've been going up, and then everything goes up, must come down, and we were top heavy, and then we broke the 50. So this is ideal, what we like to see entering into the trade, and this is why we structured this trade yesterday. If you want to watch the video yesterday and just kind of review it, this is exactly what we set up. So right now we were tanking. That 2 o'clock gave us a second to go, and we made some extremely good profits yesterday, and it looks like it's gonna go a little bit lower. It's not done yet. Now the MACD's just started. Look at this momentum swing. It just started. So this could increase, especially with the information that's coming before us tomorrow. Okay, so we have the 50-minute time frame, and on the 50-minute time frame, we dissect it, and this was yesterday. So again, we have 11, 12. This is 12:30, 1, 12:45, 1 o'clock, and look at that's 1, 2 o'clock, right? And that's when we tanked based on that information. And again, if you were in that trade, you saw weakness, weakness, weakness. You saw the MACDs heading lower into the 2 o'clock meeting. You could have done extremely, extremely well. And I know a lot of you did, but this is the way we like to trade. This is textbook how we trade here at Beyond Charts. All right. And don't worry, guys. I have something setting up. I talked about it yesterday. I'm going to do I got something cooking. I'm going to do an 6 to 8 week course. I'm developing the curriculum. It's going to be after market hours, and it's going to be live, and it's just going to be on technical analysis on momentum plays, because I know a lot of people have a lot of misinformation. And I know when I started, there's so many indicators. You don't need a lot of those indicators. You just need price action. You need to know order flow, and you need to know, again, how can I make the best decision to enter my trade? And guess what? If anybody ever gives you a stock tip or crypto tip, whatever it is, you'll be able to realize real quickly when to get in and when to get out. So I'm developing that. It's only going to be about 20 spots. If you're interested, let me know in the comments, because that's probably going to be announced in the next couple of days, and it's going to be starting in 2 weeks for 6 to 8 week curriculum. So I'm going to do that. Again, so all right, so we got this covered right off the bat. Okay, so let's dive in, and so guys, here's the deal. A lot of people ask me, Angel, look, I've been doing this a long time, and I don't expect you guys, if you're starting, you want to make money, all you need to do is get one. And I show you all these trades because these are high volatile stocks, right? I'm not looking for $1, guys. I'm sorry. My days are looking for $1 a done. I want to look for movers, right? Because think about it. You can spend 2 months, 3 months behind your computer, and it moves $1 or $2, and you spent the whole week looking for $2. And again, and the thing is, it's about time, guys. And I'm going to, there's two things you got to factor in, especially because if you want to be a good trader, I gave you some books, and those books are about mindset. They're not about strategy. Strategy is easy to learn, but it's what you have inside, and this is what the curriculum is going to be about, because I'm going to challenge every single one of you. Is the curriculum is how much time are you devoting to your craft, and it doesn't matter, even if you have a job, that's fine. We can change that, we can extend the time out, but it's also, what is your trigger? How much, to make a decision takes energy, and maybe that's the hurdle, whatever it is, right? And you just need to pick one, right? Just one of these. And I gave you all of these. Master one, and then you'll be good. But again, here's the XPX entry textbook. Boom, done. And you had a 100-point ripper right there. Guys, this was like a $30,000, $50,000 trade. You know, easy. 5,000, 10, whatever it is. These options were super, super cheap. Okay, so now NASDAQ went down. All right, you got the Russell, went down. Look, all of them gave you the entry. NASDAQ was a little sloppy. This is textbook. Russell, textbook. Look at that. Look at those moves. Google, textbook. And this is what I'm telling you. You know, people are saying, oh, yeah, you know, tech is weak. If they're taking down Caviar, they're taking down Dom Perignon, guys, they're going to take down the shit. Okay, so your GME, all that crap, all those meme stuff, I don't trade them. That's cool. If you made money, congratulations. I'm not hating on you. But if you're not making money, and I just told you the scenario, what's upon us, what do you think they're going to sell first? Yeah, they're going to sell the shit that's not making money. So be careful with those meme stocks because, dude, a lot of those things are a bunch of guys on Discord and all this shit, and all they're doing is fucking pumping. Excuse my French. I don't like to curse. They're pumping. Don't be the sucker being pumped into. I don't, you know, that's the thing. I'm involved in a lot of these little crews and so forth. And yeah, they're smart individuals, but they don't understand price action. I've been in this game a long time, man. Just watch Wolf of Wall Street. See what happened. The pump game is the same game. It's not new. They've been doing this thing a long, long time. So if you're trading penny stocks, if it's a penny, it's easier to pump. You got $100,000. That makes you a whale in that penny in scenario. That don't make you crap in the XPX. That don't make you crap in the NDX. You're nobody. You can't move crap. But they're going to take advantage of what the guy that doesn't know anyone or anybody, right? So just be careful with those. If you're going to trade in, be the pumper. Don't be the pumpy. All right. So Google dropped. Okay, dropped. Look at this. Textbook. Boom, dropped. Amazon dropped. And I told you, they're taking out Amazon. Amazon last quarter said what? They told you we're guiding down. There's no growth. If you read between what they said, what do you think they're going to say this quarter? And the Bezos are selling. You can't, so think about it. There's no growth. They're not doing it. COVID is over, right? It's a flu, whatever you want to call it. So people are getting back to the economy, supposed back to work. So Amazon, unless we have another big, think of there was a supply chain issues. Where did all this stuff come from? Wage inflation, right? We're going to increase wages. Well, guess what? That's wage inflation, right? And Amazon's going to get hurt. So this is why I told you 3,300 was a big cliff. And I told you that yesterday. It showed you pre-market 3,340. It was going to tank. Now, it might pop. So here are the plays for today. If Amazon pops to that 50-day, that might be an entry to the downside. Wait for the MACDs. Wait for this to pop. Google might come back as well. But right now, do not enter this trade. It's too far away. Now, the one tell right here, that if you want to know if we're going to pop, and this is a hedge to the upside, you want to know if Tesla, because Tesla, remarkable company, right? These guys are about to open factories in Germany, right? Look, that inference upon it, have tons of upgrade. Gary Black is about to come on today. He's like the big analyst for Tesla, and everybody listens to him. But look at Tesla. I'm going to cover this. Tesla could pop, right? If you see Tesla pop first, that might be a hedge because this one can move 30, 40, 50 points. So I'm going to watch Tesla like a hawk. It's still working its way lower, working its way up to the 50. Let's see if this could pop, and that might be a potential play for a hedge. Now, you don't risk everything. You buy a small portion of calls or whatever strategy you do, because if it pops, you're going to make some money on this, right? And that's what we know that, in down markets, the pops will happen. And I think you're going to watch for Tesla to pop first because this is actually a company that is making money and doing very, very well. All right, ISRG, another company did well. They took it down. Remember, 370 was pretty hard. And again, if we've been talking about this, it's going lower. So watch for ISRG going back to the 50. CMG, they took it down. I like CMG going into earnings, but again, they took it down. So let them take it down. We'll set it up for earnings. If we see CMG breaking above 1650, then possibly maybe it can go up to 1691. But if it comes back to the 50 right here, MACDs start going up and turning, then it's going to go lower. Okay, so real simple. Now, again, just pick one that you like Lam Research taking it down. Again, another company destroyed earnings, chips, and they're taking it down. Look how far they took it down. So is this, yeah, it's going down. So again, coming to the end, let it come back up. Goldman Sachs, again, this should do well with rate hikes. So Goldman, held fairly well. I mean, but when this dropped significantly, this is why the XPX dropped 100 points. Again, $400 is setting up right there. Let's see what happens there at that 50. If it starts bouncing off to 50, going down, then that could probably go to 397, which isn't that much. But if you want to trade that, and if it breaks that, it's going to go lower. Netflix, look at Netflix, dropped. And I shared you this with yesterday. So look at this one, and I'm going to share. If you're looking for the opportunities, this is the 15-minute time frame. If you're trading with me, you'll know that, look, bounce off to 50, MACD's bounce. That's a nice little trade from 606 to about 590. So you got about, what, 16 points there, right? Here's another one, next day. Bounce off to 50, MACD's turn. This was basically, what was that, 600 to about 581. So you got 19 points there. You don't need to get the whole 19. Let's say you get 5, 10 points. So this is what I mean. If you're looking for 1, 2 points, can you get that trading like this? Yeah. You can get your 1, 2 points out of the 16 or 20, whatever. Here's another one. Boom. Every day, Netflix is telling you what. And guys, what is this? This is people unloading their shares. I mean, that's really what the algos are on. Do you see the algos? The algos are right there. That's what we follow this system right there. So look at this. Boom. Dropped 591 to about what? 567. You got about a 20, 30 point drop. You're looking for your 1, 2 points. There you go. Right? Now right here, what do you got? 593, another day to 566. Dude, they were unloading this thing for like textbook Netflix. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, on the downside. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's probably going to work its way. Don't chase it right now. All right, but just want to share that with you. Only pick one, master that, and do well. Look at Roku. What's Roku going to do here? If it can't get through 199, it's going to get lower. Right here, boom, 195 is going lower. MACD's turn, we're dropping. That's dropping. It's tech. Are people going to start buying Roku? If money's getting tighter, what are they going to do? Yeah, it's not going to be Roku. NVIDIA. So here's the tale about NVIDIA. NVIDIA was a high flyer, doing extremely well, guys. Extremely well. I thought this was going to pop. Couldn't pop above 300 for like 303, 305 for 5, 6 days. What do you think they were doing during this? They were unloading. And here's the thing. If you want to see what's going down, look at the option market, right? Look 3 weeks out. This is a high flyer. 3 weeks out. And look at these on all of them, like Google, all of them. 3 weeks out. These options should be expensive. But if the market maker is not pricing those in, 3 weeks out on a high volatile stock should be expensive. And if they're not pricing in, that's giving you a clue that nobody wants to buy them. So if nobody wants to buy them, that's giving you a clue that these things are dropping. As well as looking at TNX, telling you, hey, this is going up. We're probably going to head lower. And this is why we called it. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just putting things together and looking at the price action. Mercado Libre, the Amazon of South America, working his way lower. This thing went up and then went down. Look at this. Just follow the price action. Follow the waves. Apple, working his way lower. Right? Went up. What do you think they're doing on Apple? They're unloading, right? Again, so watch Apple. Trade Desk, working his way lower. Another tech company, right? These guys do advertisement and is working his way lower. If this starts dropping, it could go lower. So everything's getting lower. Everything's going lower. Shopify. This thing had price targets up to 1,500. 1,500. Okay? So, and what are they doing? We call it Shopify, breaking it lower, breaking lower, breaking lower. Now Shopify, it's at the end, so be careful here because it drops significantly. And usually what happens, they're probably going to base it, hold it here, maybe pop it to 1230 because this thing drops significantly. So don't get caught up in this fool because anybody who's holding this need to make this pop a little bit. Maybe they sell into the pop. So if you want to trade it, that's fine, but watch it. It's holding steady. It's probably going to base. Watch that 50-day. If the MACD starts turning 1230, maybe for a trade, or if you're not comfortable, just let it chill. Let it set up properly. Look at a firm. This is a garbage company, guys. I know if you've been following me. They've been, guys, so this is the reason why. You got some people on YouTube. I'm not going to mention names. They're fools, all fools, man. They just fools. You know, selling garbage, selling this company. It's garbage. I mean, guys, this is a layaway plan, right? So basically, 53% of people who use this service have defaulted in the first month. What do you think that's gonna? What do you think? I mean, how are they making money? You know, and who else? What type of agreements do they have with Amazon and Walmart? I don't know. If you know, I've been asking that question. I've been trying to find it. Can't find it. But look at these things. They've been selling the pops, selling the. And this is what I mean. It's not going to happen only one day. But what do you think's been happening to this company? It was a high flyer. There were so many press releases on this company, right? Upstart too. And now, do you see any press releases? None. They're selling this garbage. So be careful on these things, but you can trade them to the downside and wait till earnings. I said this probably can go to 70, right? And it's like, so it's right there. It probably can go lower. Upstart, another company. Now they do have an AI component, but look at this. This was one, there were so many press releases around this when it hit up there. Any press releases now? None. Okay. HubSpot working his way lower. Again, look at this one. Down. Zoom. Okay, Kathy Wood is buying this thing, right? So again, does it have potential? There's this thing out there about the metaverse and Zoom. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand, but it doesn't matter if I get what I get or what I don't get. It matters what happens here. But again, Zoom. So it's probably going to go higher. Watch it at that 177. Bookings working his way lower. And this was moving, right? And this is what I mean about a dead cat bounce. Look at this. This thing moved, and this thing moves. It moved from 23.79 to 25.18. It doesn't look like it moved, but it moves. It sold off, came back. Look at these dead cat bounces, and dropped, right? That means it doesn't have the force to come back up, and it's dropping. They're unloading. They're unloading these shares. They're unloading, right? Now, let it come back up to the 50. Let the MACDs come back up and set up the trade nicely. Right now, I feel like things need to kind of pull back a little bit and let it pull back, be patient, and then execute, okay? Just pick one. ServiceNow working his way lower. Tons of upgrades. Coinbase working his way lower. That means BTC. It's BTC. It's working his way lower, okay? All right, and I'm going to get to BTC right in a second. I know a lot of you guys tuned in for that. But let's dive in. So these are the chips, and I do still believe in the chips. Remember, if the big ties is the XPX, the NDX, and the Russell. So it's very hard for any company to start popping higher because panic sells in. That's why we watch the VIX. So Intuit working his way. They're unloading Intuit. They're selling the good stuff. They had great earnings. Qualcomm holding steady. So watch Qualcomm. This could reverse too, just like Tesla. ASML. I liked ASML, but they took it down. So like I told you yesterday, I like it for earnings. I had some calls. I had to roll them down because I still like it for earnings play. And I'm going to watch it maybe for 767. And this announces earnings in about 2 weeks. AMD working his way lower. Let's see what happens there. Is it going to take it lower? They could. This is the setup we like to see. It's right there. Now, what's going to happen? Something big is going to happen. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? This is the high probability trade that we like to see. And this is what I'm going to teach in the course to help you avoid the whole water cooler tip or FOMO, fear of missing out. You're not. Those days will be numbered. You're going to be like, oh, that's a high probability trade right there. It can go up or down. Something big is about to happen. How big? It's probably going to go up to 143 if this starts going higher. I don't think it's going to go up that high or it's going to drop. Okay, AMAT, working higher. Broadcom, they took this one down. This one needed to come down. So let it come down, let it pull back. Micron, what tried to go yesterday, went down. Roblex, metaverse thing, Nancy Pelosi feeling the effects of this one. But, she bought long-term calls on this. All right, so let's get to the BTC. All right, BTC, and I talked about this yesterday in the video, and again, and I told you something big was about to happen. The MACDs don't stay this tight, right? They don't stay this way very, very long, especially on something as volatile as BTC, right? So when this is this tight, then something big was about to happen, right? And I said yesterday we were probably waiting on the Fed meetings because it is not an inflationary tool. And the minute that you realize it's not, it changes everything, because then you look at BTC very differently, right? I still like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on it. I like BTC, right? I want to own more, but right now I don't want to own more because the tide is going where? The surf is going down, right? So look at this. Tide is going down. The MACDs were below zero, and we just have a fresh set of MACDs. It looks like it can go zero. Now, this green line is a 200-day moving average. That is pretty big, right? So for the last 200 days, is the price of BTC above it or below it? When it's below it, then that's a problem, right? Now, so obviously, and again, you don't wait to the 200-day mover to sell. I mean, again, I know a lot of you guys have different viewpoints on BTC. Where do you sell? It's up to you. I mean, for me, I watched the 50-day moving average, right? Once it breaks below it, it's really simple. And again, buy when it breaks above it. MACDs are going in your side. Sell when it breaks below it. Buy when it goes above it. Sell when it breaks below it. Right? Because for me, I don't know, why would I hold something from 69,000 and let it ride down to 42,000? Why would I take 1/3 of a hit? Yeah, when I could, I can ride this wave right here, and I'm just food for thought. I can ride this wave right here. I can ride that wave, and then lock in gains. Yeah, I didn't get that one, but I got it. I got out here, and you got in some gains. And guess what you can do next? It's going lower. Can you get back in? Yeah, I can get back in. When what? When this breaks above it, right? Because this is a 50-day. MACD starts turning. And is it going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen. When is it going to happen? Not now. But why do I want to? Why would I want to ride that wave down? Why would I want to take a 1/3 hit on my portfolio? That's 33%. So again, I know a lot of people say YOLO, this, that. Dude, those are fools, man. I mean, I don't really. And I know, and whatever. If you are that person, apologize. You have your strategy. I'm not part of that group. That I don't want to take that hit. Because you can always buy into it. Now, the only exception to this, if you're buying a shit ton of Bitcoin, if you're buying 10,000 Bitcoin, 5,000 Bitcoin, then yeah, you need to buy right now, because it's hard for you to get filled. But if you're buying 1, 2, maybe 5 or fractional, you shouldn't be buying right now. Unless you don't have the time to buy this. Like if you don't want to put the time into your investments, then yeah, keep buying $50 a week and you just let it go and just go on by your day, then that's fine. Again, it's all about how much time you have. Now, MicroStrategy working its way lower. So again, not only does MicroStrategy work if you want to make money for the upside, but when Bitcoin drops, guess what else drops? MicroStrategy. Why? Well, guess what? He owns a shit ton of Bitcoin. So if it's on his books, if Bitcoin goes down, his company's value goes where? Down. So you can make money when Bitcoin goes down, trading the markets to MicroStrategy to shorting it, right? Look at these drops, 500 to 501. You have 55 points just by looking at Bitcoin. Ethereum working his way lower. And again, now Ethereum is a little worrisome. We were in, oh, by the way, this is a demand area on Bitcoin. So right here, this is the demand. What I mean by demand, this is the area that people were buying Bitcoin, right? Like Ethereum, they were buying Ethereum. Now Ethereum, we broke below the demand and we broke below the VWAP, which is right there, and we broke below the 200-day. The 200-day right now is holding it up. Now we are coming to the end, hopefully on Ethereum, but the 200-day is holding up. It needs to hold that. If it does not hold that, then we're probably going to head down to these levels of 27,000. That's the next step on Ethereum. Okay, if it doesn't hold that, it looks like it probably has a little. It's gonna fight that. Ethereum's a fighter. It fought the 50 for a long time. Didn't really fight that weave up there, and it's probably gonna fight that 200-day. That's where the battle happens there. As you can tell on Bitcoin, that battle happened right there, right, and then it dropped. The bears won. The next VWAP is right there at that 40,000. Now, if we take that out, now here's the thing. I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Drew because we talked about this. Now, if you're looking at Bitcoin, I'm going to go into depth here because a lot of people are looking at this. How much time do you have to devote to this? How much time? Let's look at this. So you got monthly. Let's say you don't have time to trade, Bitcoin, but you like it. But look at the monthly, same system, guys. Look at this. This is a, not one of those. This is an aha moment, okay? Aha moment. Look at this, 50-day, MACD's blowing up and it's going higher. When do you want to get into Bitcoin? I told you, near the 50, even in the monthly time frame. Now, these candlesticks are 30 days, right? So let's take a look. You want to get into Bitcoin. Now, people say, hey, buy Bitcoin. Do you want to buy Bitcoin now? Well, one, how much time do you have to devote to it? If you don't have that much time to devote to it, then look at the monthly and you'll be like, oh, shoot, this is pretty far away from the 50. I don't want to get into that trade because it's a low probability entry. High probability entry, low probability. And look at these wicks. This is where supply is coming in. Now, this is 30 days. This is 30 days. We're supposed to bounce. Let's look, we're going to bounce. And it's more likely, if the MACD breaks here, it's probably going to head lower to probably these area of demand. Right in there, right on that 29,000, 35,000, somewhere in there. This can probably break. It's probably going to hold it at 40,000, like I said. And it's probably, if it breaks that, it's probably going to go here. MACD goes lower. It just means the strength is weakening, right? Now, the price action, it can go sideways or it can go lower. We don't know yet. MACD's, we have to wait and see right now. If you're trading weeklies, then cool. Same system. When do you want to get in? 50-day, high probability entry, low probability entry, right? Why? Look at these wicks. This is a supply area. They're selling this thing off here. Those guys that are telling you buy, they're selling it to you. This is why, don't believe the hype on anybody who tells you buy right now. No, you're pretty far away from the 50. That's a low probability trade. Could it go higher? Yes, but you got lucky, right? More than likely, let it come back to the 50. Trade it at the 50. Now, when you're at the 50, look at the MACDs. Look if the tide is going your way. Right here, boom, MACDs are turning above zero, turn. Right there's a high probability trade. You get in, you locked in some gains. Now what happens here? What happened to the MACD? They turn. It's supposed to bounce, didn't bounce. And we're working our way lower. So again, these are and these are weekly. These candlesticks are 7 days. Okay, if you're looking at dailies, again, dailies gave you an exit right here. So again, these are simple tools you can use to be more effective in your management, in your portfolio, your position. This is stuff that your broker's not going to tell you. I'm telling you. This is the aha moments. If you like that, give me a like, guys. Give me a like. Tell me what's up. All right. So we got that. So real simple. That's simple. This is the stuff that I'm going to cover because I'm tired of these jokers on social media and all these Discord chats. I mean, man, you're getting nobody really knows who you're getting the advice from. It's like, But anyway, enough of the rant. Let's see what's going down today. All right. So futures right now, where the futures are right now. Futures, and it's 919. Oh, crap. Futures are coming up, 46.92. So that's going to put us at that 4,700. I expect there should be a pop today, and that means that 4,700 is going to put us right where we open. What's going to happen now? I'm surprised some consolidation. Let's look at the XPX. So right there, it's probably going to try to pop maybe to 47.20, 47.30. What happens there? They're going to come back down. Remember, we have big numbers coming out tomorrow, 8:30. So that's before the market opens, right? So you got to watch it. Watch it there. As far as anything here, you got to watch Tesla. Tesla could pop first. Let me cover that because Tesla, remember Tesla. And by the way, guys, here's the thing. Do you think someone knows something? Isn't it peculiar that 3 weeks ago, the CEO of Microsoft sold half his shares? Isn't that like a little bit kind of disappointing? Did somebody know something? Yeah, and look, and not just him. All these guys started selling their shares. Isn't that weird that did they know something? Yes, they all looked at the stuff that we looked at. So again, Tesla, and I say that because Elon sold his shares, but did he know something? I don't know. But Tesla's good. Look, we're at the 50. Pre-market is holding that 1076. The MACDs are still going. Now, check it out. This is the daily. If the MACDs bounce off zero, bounce off the 50, Tesla could bounce, and that could be maybe a trade or a play, but Tesla still looks good from from a point of view. But if Tesla breaks that 50, it's going down, and the whole market is going down. Okay, and it breaks zero, that's going to go down. Now, as far as the trade, look at the hourlies, look at the 15. We're right there on Tesla. Okay, we're right there. So Tesla could pop maybe to that 1146. That could be a trade, right? I wouldn't trade the whole boat. Let it pull back and let it come back. Maybe if it breaks zero, or it can go down. If this starts breaking down, then the whole market is going to go down with it. Remember, look at the high flyers. That's the ones that are going to do well. Now, as far as like a trade here, we're going to open about 10 minutes. I went a little long today. Apologize. Usually I give you time to set up. Let's look at Google. I think Google can maybe pop. And again, by the way, the news of antitrust laws are coming back into Google. But Google, look at Google. Google broke the 50 on the dailies. This is another entry. Textbook on the daily. Boom. Right? So again, the fangs are going down, but Google needs to pop up a little bit. Maybe meet that 50-day moving average, come up here, and that might be an entry to the downside or upside. Something big is about to happen. Okay, but watch it. But again, don't jump into anything right now. Don't buy the hype of like, you know, buy the dip. No. Do not buy the dip. Please do not buy the dip. Do not buy the dip. Why? Because it's like me throwing a knife in the air and you grabbing it. Right? You grabbing it. Do not buy the dip. It's like going up, grab the knife. Do not do that. Please don't do that. Okay? Let it settle. Just chill. If you miss the trades, don't worry about it. There'll be more. I promise you. There'll be plenty more. Plenty more. But right now, just chill. All right. Let me say what's up to a couple people here. What else we got? Let me see. Oh, right down here. Good morning. What's up, JDH? What's up? It's all right. Oh, you talking? Yeah. Did you guys hear me okay? Okay. I hope you did. All right. Haha. Not just me. Hey, what's up, Josh? What's going on, brother? There we go. Good morning. Win. Josh, I just subscribed. Thank you so much, Josh. All right. Save me a spot. I got you. All right. Cool. Thank you. Win. Thank you so much. I got you, buddy. All right. Skaters, booyah. All right. Amazing. Guys, all right, cool, guys. It's 9:23. I have to get back to the market. Got to focus my attention on managing positions I'm in right now. But again, I am going to go live. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. I had some here. Let me see. My YouTube channel is right here. Now, a lot of people always ask me, hey, do you want to, can I do anything? Look, I put up a buy me coffee. You don't have to, but if you want to buy me a coffee, we greatly appreciate it. It's only $5, and I'll give you a lot of information there that I'm going to, it's just something out there if it's there. If you want to buy me coffee, TradingView is right here. This is where I'm going to go live to follow up what's happening today on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can hit that link right there, and that's going to take you to my TradingView account, which it should, but I'll fix that right now. But basically, it's Beyond Charts at TradingView, and you can go on that link, and this is where all my charts occur on that TradingView. Yeah, so what's up, Josh? What's going down? Let me see. And you can go on there. Quick. If you're holding ETH on, what should you be looking for? Is there a chance it will turn around? So great question. Let's look at that, and I'm gonna look at it real quick. If you're holding ETH, guys, and don't get you. Here's the thing. You've been absolved from all your sins because you didn't know anything any better, right? You didn't know about the 50-day moving average. We weren't here at the morning brew. Now you will be, and you'll know. Right now, I wouldn't be selling it because again, this is where the amateurs sell. Right, you're not an amateur, right? Hold it because this isn't, it's holding. It's gonna come back up, just ride the wave back up. But we're too far away from the 50. It's gonna come back to the 50 at some time. Remember, all paths lead back to the 50. They always do. All paths lead back to the 50. It might take some time, but again, right now, this is where and again, this is about market psychology in any market. This is where this person who bought up here is feeling the pain. And again, you didn't know any better. You didn't know that, people bought up here, but that person right now is feeling a lot of pain and they're going to sell right now. And it's probably going to turn around. With the MACDs, we're closer to the end than the beginning. So I will hold on to it. If you can bear with, you don't need that money right now, hold on to it. And just ride the wave back up, brother. Ride the wave back up. And then the next time, follow the 50-day moving average and you'll be good. I promise you, you'll be good. You'll be good. All right. Hope that answered your question, brother. All right. All right, guys. I need to get to my thing. But, dude, God bless you guys. And let me see here. I can put this. If you haven't liked, subscribe now. Make sure to do that.